Welcome to the Rides Tides Newsflash, where we intend to give you weekly, up-to-date news on all things Universal Orlando, all-inclusive resorts, and cruises. On the agenda for today is Universal's latest updates regarding Epic Universe, some upcoming ride closures at Universal Orlando, and the raging fire that is Carnival Cruise Lines. But before we get going, I'd like to ask you guys to leave us a like and a subscribe. It really means a lot to us. Okay, let's get going. I'm going to start things off with what I would consider to be the most shocking news story. I know earlier whenever I said that Carnival was on fire, you probably just thought that I was talking about business was booming. And it might be, but I actually meant Carnival is literally on fire. In recent events, the Carnival Freedom caught fire near the Bahamas. This story goes on to state that the root cause of the fire is believed to be a lightning strike, but is still being investigated at this time. This article goes on to say that the ship sustained major damage to its exhaust funnel, and Carnival says the fire caused the funnel to fall onto the deck. Wow. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise, but those exhaust funnels are massive. I cannot imagine sitting outside and just watching one of these things fall 30 feet to the ground. That must have been terrifying. I don't know what to say. But back to the story. It says that the captain turned the ship toward an area with heavy rain to help put out the flames. It took about 2 hours to put out the fire. But on the bright side, nobody was injured except for 2 firefighters that it was reported here they were only treated for minor smoke inhalation. So I'd call that a win for as large of an event as that was. On a much happier note, just this past week we received brand new news from Universal regarding Epic Universe. They released a whole slew of information on the new How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. I'll provide a link down in the description, but I think the best way to showcase these updates is just pull up their website and show you these artistic renditions. When you first enter through the portal for How to Train Your Dragon, you're going to be presented with an overarching view of the island of Berk. The first attraction you are going to find yourself at is Hiccup's Wing Gliders. This is a roller coaster thrill ride based around the story that Hiccup has invented a way to simulate what it is like to fly on a dragon. However, Toothless was not very happy about this and launched the simulation before the wings were attached. Needless to say, this is going to be one wild ride. Next up on our attraction list is Dragon Racers Rally. Looking deeper into this attraction, this is not going to be a ride for me. In the video, this ride is advertised as a group attraction where you can ride with your family and friends, and you are essentially going to spin while being upside down, just as you would be if you were on the back of a dragon. One nice thing about this attraction is it was hinted in the video that you as the rider should get to control how much you spin. That'll be very important for me. Beyond the attractions, this new world will also be home to a new dining option known as the Mead Hall. Modeled after the movie, stepping into Mead Hall should feel just like stepping into Berk's iconic meeting place, where you can feast on a hearty menu including meat, fish, sandwiches, and desserts. Beverages include assorted meads, ciders, and ales. Taking another look at the attractions, there will be a new water ride known as the Fire Drill. This ride is advertised as an interactive boat battle at sea. Board your ship and fire drill and blast your water cannons at flame-like targets and the occupants of other boats. So bring your poncho for this one. Looking at the renditions, this ride looks like an excellent choice for those scorching summer heats of Orlando, Florida. To wrap things up with the new news on How to Train Your Dragon, we are left with a kids' corner called Viking Training Camp. There will be multiple towers to climb and explore, a fun agility course, Viking drums and chimes to play, an interactive sheep launcher game, plus slides and activities. And the final offering here at the island of Berk will be the Untrainable Dragon, a live show that was coined in the video as being Broadway quality. Now, granted, my wife and I both have enjoyed all the shows that we've watched at Universal, so we have high hopes for this one. And just real quick, for anyone who is traveling or planning on traveling to Universal Orlando in the upcoming months, I've got a few ride closures that I want to warn you about. Over in Universal Studios Florida, E.T. Adventure will be closed May 6th through May 15th. And this next one, is going to be a doozy. Revenge of the Mummy. Yeah, I know, it just opened back up. But it's closing down again June 17th to June 22nd. And then we're going to move over to Islands of Adventure, where the nighttime lights at the Hogwarts Castle are still closed. We're nearing up on 1 year for that now. I really hope they get those working soon. But that is still closed. And One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, over in Seuss Landing is going to be closed April 27th through May 24th. So, that is all the news that I have for you this week. However, be on the lookout for another video next week. I've set a personal goal to release one video a week as long as nothing major comes up. So, until then, have a great week.